Hey everyone, welcome back to the Den Fireworks. Today's video, we are going to take the 3-inch giant willow with color tips NOAB by Dominator Fireworks. And then we're going to take the second one in this case and throw it up against a few PFX 92T, which is their Pro 62mm willow to color tips. So we can get a comparison of how does a 3-inch NOAB compare to a 62mm shell. Now, I've only got 4 of these that I can spare, so on the second one, I will do 1 through 4 of the NOAB against 62 mils, and then I'm just going to do the other 5 in it, because, you know, we're still looking at a 3-inch NOAB. So if we open up this case that it came shipped in, we get a nice cake board. And this is my first 3-inch NOAB that I have done on the channel. And I gotta say, those do look beautiful. So taking one out, we can see those nice 3-inch bores, nice clean NOAB. And this is the one I'm gonna be taking apart because, well, that tube is definitely loose and needs to be glued back in. That's gonna make a great single shot. All the rest of them are in tight here. So if we take these little discs off, they're just gonna pop off and make trash anyway. We can see that big bore. We got the shell right down here. And these should be fun. If we compare that against the 62 mil, you know, that's pretty close there. But consumer ones should have an actual 2.25-inch shell in here. So this 62mm should be bigger overall. And that's why we're going to compare and look at these. Now, I'm going to poke all of these. Some of the NOABs, when you go to poke them, they actually have like a disc layer in between. So you really need to make sure you are poking into the right spot. So let's grab our fuse there, and we're gonna cut a nice window in here so we can get access to those tubes, which we get large breaks of color tipped willows fill the sky as our performance. Guess I didn't read that before. So we cut in here. We can see that nice big bore we got. We can see the fuse trailing out. And I'm going to attempt to poke right at the fuse and see if I can hear some crunch. Yep, and there's definitely some good crunch there. So this one we are right into the lift. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone, but we are right in the lift. So I'm going to throw a little packing tape over that, hold it up, and I'm going to start prepping the other one now. On this one, the second one, fuse is on the front. That one that is loose and flopping around is actually the last one. So I'm going to go in here at this 6th bore, cut the fuse in between 5 and 6, and then we're going to match up direct 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we'll go in on the front for this one. This one I might actually pop out and throw into a 62mm rack, or once I get in here, I'll just see if I can glue it down better. But I'm gonna direct match 4. I won't have to mess with this middle bore then, which can be a pain in the butt to get in there and poke that one if we're leaving them all in the rack. And then we'll get the 62mm ready. All right, so looking at this one, it actually has a different firing pattern than I thought. So I was able to get all that mortars back in, drilled in. It's gonna be nice and sturdy. And I assumed it was gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But looking at this fusing, we actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the middle, and we wrap around. We've also got different speed fuses all the way through this. We've got some pink, we've got some white. So I'm gonna go back to my original plan, and I'm gonna direct match 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'll direct match this one, and the rest will run as it was intended to do at the end. So, doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke in with this fuse. I'm going to remove this one and tape it over so we don't lose any black powder. And then I'm going to poke in here, put in a match, remove this fuse, tape it over, and down the line. So I'm going to get working on that now, and then I'll show you the 62 millimeters. All right, so we've got one of the 62 millimeter spaced racks that I built, and we have 4 62 millimeter single shots. On the bottom of all of these, we have a little plastic cap. That covers up where the quick match and or the powder is. Now some of these Dominator ones, it's really long and you can see it sticking out of the tube there. But that's all right. We're still going to take our match, put it right into that hole. We got a little safety channel to run it in. And then we can run it through here so it'll sit down and level. Let me grab one of my spent matches. All right, so you can obviously see this one is a spent match. So we take our match, we put it all the way in there. And then we line up that wire with that little guide hole there. And then you can just pop this plastic cap right back on. And then through this little channel, the wire drops right in there. And then for strain relief, take a little bit of tape, slap it on there, and it is ready to go in the rack and be set up. So I'm going to rack all 4 of these shells, and let's go out in the field, see how good this 3-inch NOAB looks, my first ever, and how 62 millimeters compare over to it. Thanks, everyone. Giant Willow. NOAB 62 NOAB 62 Giant Willow. NOAB.